Hello students, welcome back to ninth session on branch accounting. In this session we are concentrating on how to prepare necessary accounts in the books of head office under second method known as stock and debtor system. We know that in last few sessions we concentrated on debtor system of preparing accounts in the books of head office relating to dependent branch under two circumstances. First one was when goods are sent at cost price. Second one was when goods are sent at invoice price. So under debtor system we had only one account known as branch account. Why we prepare branch account? To know profit or loss earned or incurred by the branch. We never had clear-cut analysis of branch profit and loss in that method. To have clear-cut analysis of branch profit and branch loss and to establish control over branch stock and branch debtors, so we have a different method, one more method of preparing accounts in the books of head office known as stock and debtor system. Under this system, instead of preparing only one account, head office will prepare many accounts. Such accounts are goods sent to branch account, branch stock account, branch debtors account, branch cash account, branch expenses account, branch stock reserve account and branch adjustment account. So let me see what we will record in all these accounts. In goods sent to branch account, we record four important items. One is goods sent to branch, the other one is goods returned by branch, third one is load in opening stock, fourth one is load in closing stock. The final balance in goods sent to branch account, not goods branch adjustment account, it is the final balance in goods sent to branch account is transferred to trading account in case of manufacturing concern or purchases account in case of trading concern. Let me have format of goods sent to branch account. See, goods sent to branch account is debited with goods returned by branch, load in goods sent, credited with goods sent to branch and load in goods returned. Goods sent to branch account is debited with goods sent to branch, goods returned by branch and load in goods sent, credited with goods sent to branch and load in goods returned. We are going to discuss those journal entries later. Balance in goods sent to branch account will be transferred to either trading account or purchases account. Then branch stock account. In branch stock account, on debit side, we will have opening balance, we will have goods sent, we will have return from customers. So we will have invoice price of surplus stock and load in surplus stock. On credit side, we have goods returned by branch. So we have cash sales, we need to record credit sales. We need to show both deficit in branch stock, that is invoice price of deficit and load in deficit, not surplus, load in deficit. It was written as surplus, write it as load in deficit. So all these aspects are recorded in branch stock account. So in branch stock account, we will record opening stock, closing stock, goods sent, goods returned, cash sales, credit sales, return from customers. The balance represent either shortage on credit side or surplus on debit side. In that surplus, we have to bifurcate what is that? Invoice price as well as load. So this is how we are preparing branch stock account. Branch debtors account. This account is meant for recording all transactions relating to branch data such as opening stock of data, credit sales, sales return, cash collected from data, bad debt, return of, discount allowed, allowances given and closing balance of debtors. So this is what the format of branch debtors which we are discussing later. Then branch cash account. This account is prepared to record cash sent by head office to branch for meeting expenses, cash realized by branch from cash sales and debtors, expenses paid in cash and a cash remitted by branch to head office. All these cash related transactions between branch and head office will be recorded in branch cash account. Then branch expenses account. This account is prepared to record all branch expenses paid in cash and losses relating to branch debtors such as bad debt, discount allowed and allowances to debtors. Stock reserve account is prepared to record load in opening stock and closing stock. Branch adjustment account is meant for recording load in goods sent, load in goods returned, load in surplus or shortage of stock, then load in opening stock, load in closing stock. Balance in this account indicates profit or loss of the branch transferred to general profit and loss account. So these are the various accounts which we prepare under stock and debtor system. First we go for goods sent to branch account, then stock account, all transaction relating to goods, then debtors account, all transaction relating to branch debtors, then cash account, all cash transaction relating to branch and head office. The next expenses account to record cash expenses paid and loss relating to branch debtors. Stock reserve account meant specifically for load in opening and closing stock. Branch adjustment account specifically for load in goods sent, load in goods returned, load in surplus stock, load in shortage stock or deficit stock, load in opening stock, load in closing stock. All these will be recorded in branch adjustment account. So branch adjustment account balance will be transferred to general profit and loss account. So these are the various accounts which we prepare under stock and debtor system. Let me concentrate on journal entry under stock and debtor system so that you will come to understand where a particular transaction will get posted after entering in book of original entry known as journal. So whenever head office supplies goods, so branch stock increases, goods will be sent to branch. Journal entry, branch stock account debtor to goods sent to branch account. So stock account will get debited, goods sent to branch account will get credited. When cash is sent, branch cash increases, bank account reduces. Journal entry, bank account of head office will reduce. So branch account, cash account debtor to bank account. So if expenses are met by branch, expenses will increase, branch cash will decrease. Journal entry, branch expenses account debtor to branch cash. When goods are returned by branch, reverse is the journal entry, reverse to the entry for supply will be passed. Journal entry, goods sent to branch account debtor to branch stock, means branch stock reduces, so goods will be returned by branch. When sales are made by branch, in case if it is a cash sales, branch cash increases, branch stock decreases. In case if there is a credit sales, branch debtor increases, branch stock decreases. Journal entry, branch cash account debtor to branch stock account, branch debtors account debtor to branch stock account. For all expenses incurred on branch debtor, expenses increases, debtor decreases. Journal entry, branch expenses account debtor to branch debtors account. In case if the branch remits cash to the head office, bank account of head office increases, branch cash decreases. Journal entry, bank account debtor to branch cash account. If there is shortage or surplus stock, so that shortage or surplus, we should identify load and cost price in case if goods are sent at invoice. So journal entry, branch adjustment account data, branch profit and loss account data to branch stock account. In case if there is a surplus, branch stock account data to branch adjustment to branch profit and loss. Means cost portion should be transferred to profit and loss, load portion should be transferred to adjustment. For identifying load in goods returned by branch, journal entry, branch adjustment account debtor to goods sent to branch account. For identifying load in goods sent to branch, journal entry goods sent to branch account debtor to branch adjustment account. For load in opening stock, branch stock reserve account debtor to branch adjustment. So reverse is the entry for load in closing stock. For transferring balance in branch adjustment account, so branch adjustment account can be directly transferred to general profit. Instead, it is better to transfer to profit and loss account. So branch expenses should be closed first by transferring to adjustment. Then adjustment should be closed by transferring it to profit. Then profit and loss account should be closed by transferring it to general profit and loss account. And at last, we need to close goods sent to branch account, journal entry goods sent to branch account debtor to trading or purchases account. So these are the entries which we need to pass in the books of head office with regard to transaction between branch and head office. Listen carefully. Whenever we send goods, branch stock increases, stock should be debited. Whenever we send cash, branch cash increases, cash should be debited. Whenever expenses are incurred by branch, branch expenses increases, branch cash decreases. So whenever goods are returned, branch stock decreases, stock should be credited. When sales are made, branch stock reduces, cash increases if it is a cash sales. Debtor increases, stock decreases if it is a credit sales. So for all expenses incurred on debtor, so expenses increases, debtor decreases, so expenses should be debited, debtor should be credited. For remittance, branch cash decreases, bank balance in head office increases, so bank account should be debited, branch cash should be credited. So as far as the load is concerned, we will adjust load or we will pass load entry we will post load entry to branch adjustment account. So whether it is load in opening stock, load in closing stock, load in goods sent, load in goods returned. So but while recording load in opening and closing stock, we will debit load in opening stock to stock reserve, credit load in closing stock to stock reserve, credit or debit will be given to adjustment. But while recording load in goods sent and goods returned, we will credit goods sent to branch, debit goods sent to branch with respect to load in goods returned and goods sent, but debit branch adjustment account, credit branch adjustment account respectively with regard to goods returned and goods sent. So then expenses account should be closed by transferring to adjustment account. Adjustment account can be closed, should be closed by transferring it to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account should be closed by transferring it to general profit and loss account. And at last, we need to close goods sent to branch account by transferring it to trading account or purchases account. So this is all about stock and debtor system. We'll see how to solve problems under this system particularly in next session onwards. Thank you so much.